Okay, we are live and it's about 2 minutes early, and the time changed. So we're early. We're a 4 o'clock show instead of 5 o'clock, and we're trying to get things done earlier now. We're turning over a new leaf, and so that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to do things earlier. And the lovely Bree Fit Dance is in the house,
Hello,
and
hello.
you've been getting a lot done. You were just in a Twitter Spaces not too long ago talking about orange
Bitcoin,
pilling, orange pilling
orange
some people into
pilling.
Bitcoin, and it's on topic with what we're going to talk about now. Is that purse stunner, and under a Bitcoin standard, people are going to opt for quality. People are going to buy quality items as opposed to quantity, and
Yes.
because they're going to want to save their Bitcoin and only spend it when they buy something that's exceptional. And that's what we have right here is the Crossbody Companion. Is that what it's called? By the Leather Shop. Links are in the description. And let's go through these photos real quick, showing this purse that you got last week. And it is a stunner. It is a stunner. Well, let me go back off of this until you find the album. And
I
I
gotta
think we
go
made an album for them, didn't we? Did we
to
not?
the leather shop or
Let's see here.
this
There it
one.
is. Yeah, Crossbody. Excellent. We're
There it
making
is.
progress here. Live TV, folks. And so this is what. Stop there for a second. Let me explain. You can see how the strap is threaded through and goes down underneath and hooks together. And because this strap can be used as a shoulder strap or a crossbody strap. So in this mode that you see here in the picture, it's as a shoulder strap. And of course, the strap is also adjustable in length, but you would unhook it there in the middle on the bottom, and then you would thread it back out and hook it on that D link that you see on the side there. And then that would convert it from a shoulder strap to a crossbody strap. Then the other thing I want to show you, and we'll also show you here in person with the purse, but you see that little release for the flap that covers the purse? It has a round area there that you pull on that actually releases that. And otherwise, if you just pull on the leather, it's not going to release. You have to pull on that little release, and it's a very strong latch, but easy to use once you know how it operates. So beautiful. Let's go through some more pictures here. Beautiful work. And that handle he put on custom for the lovely Lady Brianna. You'll have to ask them at the leather shop if they can do that for you or not, and if there would be an extra charge. But I think it's well worth it. She loves that handle on the top. She uses that in addition to the strap often. So let's keep going through here. And this is $500 is the around the price of this, $510, something like that. And you will not find these at discount anywhere. These are handmade, high quality items that are priced, I think, aggressively for what they are. I think it's a great price point for the quality that you get. My gosh, this blows away any designer purse out there that you would pay thousands of dollars for. This blows them away when it comes to quality. It's not even a close call. And I think it's a gorgeous purse. I think it's attractive as well as heavy duty, a robust one purse solution. This is a robust one purse solution for a young lady to have. What do you think, Bree?
I love it. I'm gonna wear it all day, every day, and I think it's just easy to just latch it.
Is it practical for you? Do you
Yeah, it's
find now that
practical.
you've been using it for a while, you find it to be practical?
Yeah, very, and it has a lot of compartments and inside, so it's
Yeah.
pretty
So
easy to
Kyle's in the
use.
house. He says, "Hey guys, what's up?" And Triforce Rich in the house. Rolex fan is in the house. Date 836 versus 40. I'm a fan of the 36. To me, the 40 looks a little bit large on a normal size wrist. I think if you have a wrist the size of Carlos's, which is a monster wrist, I think that it looks normal to have the 40. But for most wrists, I think the 36 has a wonderful wrist presence. I wore them for decades, of course, and I wouldn't want one any bigger because I like a watch to also be comfortable on the wrist. This
Yeah,
watch, although it's large because it's titanium and because of the shape of the case and because of the flexibility of the bracelet and all other aspects of it, it's exceptionally comfortable on wrist. This I would say is about equal in comfort to a 36 mil day date. They're both very comfortable. The only thing I've had that's been more comfortable to wear on wrist often is the stunner, the 002 stunner. It just disappears on the wrist. It's just super comfy on the wrist. And I did tighten it one notch for the winter season, but and I did the same thing on the 231 stunner here. I tightened it one notch on the micro adjustments here.
It's getting cold.
Do that when the winter comes around, early November, and then I adjust it again when the spring rolls around. And that's the why of it. Kyle's in the house. Rich, what about that deal I was offered for the 007? Should I do it 6,900? Let's see. Kyle, did you try giving Steve a call? I'd say I'd do it if you sell your current GS as an upgrade. Try to squeeze a bit more off, but remember you got to ship out of state to avoid taxes. And I don't know if some places have to charge taxes now, even if they're shipping. I don't know how that's going. I know on Amazon, unfortunately, I'm paying taxes on everything now. It's really a bummer. Craig, would you buy the 007 for 6,900 after tax? It retails for 8,300. They offered me at West Time, Beverly Hills, when Carlos Rich and I visited recently. Only if you want the watch. If you want the watch and you really would enjoy it,
And wear it.
I love my 002. I find it to be exceptionally comfortable on the wrist. I like it. And I didn't think I would be a fan of something with a leather strap, but I really enjoy wearing that watch. And I kind of wish somebody would come along and buy this one, and then I could just wear the 002 all the time. That would be interesting. True Rich, I should let something go. Only have one wrist. Yes, can ship to my mom's in Arizona. There you go. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, anytime you can get over on the tax man, I say go for it. Okay, let's get this banner off of here.
Oh, there's my GS peeking out.
Yeah, speaking of a GS stunner, there it is. We had to reset the watches today because, of course,
Daylight savings
they
time.
monkeyed around with the time again, as they like to do. Triforce. Oh wait, I skipped one. My no BS opinion is that it's my personal favorite GS. Triforce Rich in the house.
07.
Yeah, because it's the same watch as this, basically. I mean, I'm sorry,
Oh.
as that, basically in steel.
Oh,
So
okay.
I mean, what's not the love? I think it's basically the same watch, but in steel. Correct us if we're wrong in the chat. I don't think there are any real differences.
Yeah.
I like the watch. I was wondering what you thought of the deal. And did you check places like Chrono24 and Amazon and all those kinds of things? I don't think they've been
eBay.
out that long.
eBay too.
eBay, yeah, I don't think they've been out that long. I don't think there's that many of them around. So, you know,
And the 002.
and
002 is pretty rare, right?
yeah, oh yeah, the 002 is
Pretty
very
rare.
rare.
Yeah.
I think that, I mean, my thought process on watches is different than a lot of folks. My thought process on watches is, at least I've gotten to this point, and I was kind of at this point most of the time, but you know, in the early days, I would buy and sell some watches here and there when I had an opportunity to snag one on Craigslist at a deal. But actually, I wasn't snagging them on Craigslist. Well, I did snag maybe one on Craigslist in the early days of Craigslist, but mainly it was out of the Washington Post, believe it or not, out of the newspaper. This was before the internet existed. So, but my thought process on watches is, it's not as much about the deal that I get on the watch, although I do try to get a good deal on the watch. The question is, do I really want the watch, and will I really wear it? Is what it's settled down to for me, because it just irks me when I have a watch that I'm not wearing. It just bugs the you know what out of me. And Kyle says he sent an email. We're going to take a look at it. It's your watch with a different dial and in steel. The rest is the same. The GS Boutique explained to us that Zaratsu polishing gold is a lot harder than steel. Well, I'm sure you got to be very careful, because if you screw up, right? And so I wonder how many they screw up on and have to start over. There are very few for sale online. All are at over retail price. Okay. So it's the bluish dial. So yeah, let's show it. But it's a very similar dial to mine. It's just got the blue tint to it, right? Whereas mine is white. And so yeah, I think it's a stunner. And I think that, I mean, just off the top of my head, I think that sounds like a pretty cool deal. And it's dry out there. It's not humid out there. So I think you could wear a leather strap a lot and not have a problem with your wrist sweating and all that sort of thing.
It's 38 mil. So
38.5 mil. Yeah, it's the same as mine. Same exact case. Same thickness, 10.2. I mean, it's basically the same watch with just the bluish tint to the dial.
yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me. Oh, I have not seen one in person, so I can't comment on that, but
Yeah.
I'm sure they're absolutely stunning. Plus the saleswoman was cool. Get a bag of swag out of it. There you go. Okay, so let's before we forget, let's go through your purse. Let's get your purse.
Oh,
Oh,
and I can
by the
actually
way,
stand
do you want to wear this or
and
shall
wear it
you want to
and
wear
use
this
it.
or shall I?
You should.
I should? Okay. Let me put this on. Even though
I
I'm
have mine
wearing
on.
the 231 on the other hand, we'll go ahead and sport the faux pay. The faux pay.
It matches with your signet ring.
It matches the signet ring. Yes, it does do that. Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
let's take a look at your purse. And then we're going to show the other bag that I have from the same outfit. And yeah, hold
So
that
you
up so they
just
can see it nice.
latch it
And yeah, that
very
just
easily.
yeah, show them kind of what pulls off when you pull that. Kind of show them how that works.
So I just
It's got a little
flip it
little
back.
nub that you push that onto, and
So
then it
it's
just
this little thing,
you just pull the top part of that mechanism,
and then
and it releases. And once it's on there, it's on there. It
not
ain't
the whole thing.
it ain't
Don't
yeah, you pull
like
the outer, there's the outer
or like that or
the outer
nothing.
ring
Gotta
is
like
the release. Yeah.
clip it.
And so it really works well. And I love these rivets, these rivets that
Yeah.
secure every stress point. Lift it
And
up a
this
little more so
is
they can see it a little more.
this is for the
And the handle, yeah, they reinforced it underneath. They
with the
sewed
leather.
on another piece of leather underneath, and then have rivets, and that is securing the handle
Yep.
so that it just reinforces it. So basically, it's not. This is a strong piece of leather to start with, and then it's got that other piece of leather underneath that this handle is then riveted to. So it ain't coming off anytime soon. So that's just the way this thing is overbuilt, and all this hardware is solid brass. All this hardware is solid brass, and show them the back how every stress point is riveted. Every stress point is riveted.
Pretty amazing.
And so, and then it's got that slot on the back that you kind of clip your phone to a lot, but you could put other things in that slot
like this
on the back. Yeah, you
Of course,
kinda,
my phone needs to be backwards.
yeah,
So
you
it
can
doesn't fall
you could
off.
turn
I mean,
it
it won't
around.
fall off,
You can
but like,
turn yeah, you can turn around so it'd be protected a little more.
but
But
it's pretty.
yeah, that would hold
I just
that.
kind of jiggle it.
Yeah, it's not
Like
it's
it's
not
fine.
going anywhere. And so, and then you've got
I have a lot of things in here, but yeah.
and you can hang your keys also on the side on this thing here and on the inside. You can hang them
Those
either
are my
way.
keys.
Yeah.
So like here.
Yeah. And just hold it up so they can see how those hang. So she can hang them on there with this brass
Outside or inside.
this brass
Your
piece
choice.
here. Yeah. Show them how that works. Yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of cool. Just very, yeah, they really think through all the details on this thing.
But yeah, I would rather keep it inside.
Yeah, you can hook it inside also. Absolutely. And you got a bunch of little pockets.
I have my gloves here, my wallet, my tissues.
Yeah. Yeah.
Business cards.
So you've been using it now for about a week, and you find
business
it
cards.
to be practical.
I do. And
There you go.
I mean, it's kind of like heavy, but
Yeah, it's
it's
solid.
fine.
Yeah.
It's fine for my size, you know.
And if you hadn't have had your accident and had the shoulder and back problems and all, the weight wouldn't really be a problem. It's just that you're kind of still recovering
I'm
from your
kind of
accident,
weak after
and
it, so
you're
yeah,
sore, and
yeah,
so that's a little bit of an issue. As a matter of fact, the
yeah,
doctor told you couldn't carry any bag over like a pound or so,
yeah, yeah.
until you are fully recovered. So there's all that.
I can show it.
Let's see. Okay, let's get caught up here real
Like
quick.
stand up.
I know, right? I'll take a hat from every brand you carry, please. Um, and somebody's laughing. I'll go with you. My commission. I want a hat from every brand eventually. How cool would a de Bethune? I don't even know that brand.
I don't know.
That's the one to get for sure. Okay, try for searches in the house. Bree, do you prefer this purse to a Louis Vuitton or Gucci?
I prefer this one.
Yeah,
100%.
I think it's much better made. I mean, it's just not even a close call as far as the
No,
quality of the construction. This will outlast any of those
I'm keeping this
by
puppy.
decades. But it'll outlast them by decades, I'm sure.
I'm gonna hold it like Bitcoin. I'm just gonna
And
hold it
that's
for
a
their
good
life.
point. That's a good point. If you buy one purse for life and just keep it, as opposed to going through a bunch of other purses, you can take that extra money that you don't spend
In
on a Louis
Bitcoin.
Vuitton or Gucci or whatever, or Chanel or whatever the different brands are. You could save that money and put it in Bitcoin.
Yep.
And have a nicer purse the whole time. Why don't you model it? Show us how the strap works and all that.
And you'll cut to number 2.
Yeah, I'll do that for you. Yes, I will. I mean, do we have to move the chair?
Oh yeah.
And so you can see how she can carry it with the handle if she's just going a short distance or whatever. But then if she is,
like a workout.
yeah, if she's walking a while, then she can use right now she's got the strap adjusted for crossbody. And so she's just put it crossbody like that. And it looks really classy. The strap looks really good. It's really well done. And it's got a nice big shoulder pad on it that's on her shoulder. You can see there that it's nice and long, and it's overlapping in the front and the back, and it's adjustable. The whole strap is adjustable. But everything is just built, to equestrian quality, like you would build a saddle or some sort of tack for a horse. I mean, it's just all built to last. I mean, his things are designed to be generational, to be handed down to the next generation. And the more you use them, the better they look. So why don't you go ahead and grab that other bag over there?
Oh yeah.
And show them that one. Some of them have seen that when we met in person. Some of them have seen that. By the way, those 2 boxes you see in the background there, those are 2 32-inch monitors to go with the new MacBook Pro that's coming on Tuesday. So we'll do a full review on that. But go ahead and show this bag. This is talk about heavy. This is the bag that I got, the heirloom messenger bag, they call it. And this is for my laptop and the associated equipment. And so, as a matter of fact, they didn't see that in person. I don't think I brought that on the trip to Steve's. I'm not sure. Did I bring that on the trip to Steve's show? Do you remember?
You didn't. You kept it in the car.
But it was in the car.
You brought it. Did you bring it?
I don't know if I even brought it.
I think you brought it.
Okay, I don't remember.
But you kept it in the car.
Yeah, I don't remember. But anyway, that's the bag, and they're pretty much all that. So I got a full review here on the channel, so check it out. And notice Bree's branding on her jeans there. She's got Bree Fit Dance on one side and Bitcoin on the other side. So pretty,
show the other one?
pretty cool stuff. Yeah, let's show the Colonel Littleton bag. Why not? While we're here. Colonel Littleton is another maker that makes high quality leather goods in these United States. And this is a smaller bag that I have that I got for my iPad, that I got to carry the iPad, and show them that how it has that copper pipe on the back that everything is connected to. Yeah, that gives strength to the bag, and the strap and the handle are connected to that copper pipe. And so interesting construction method there. So that's the bag that I use for the iPad Pro, and that's adjusted for me, of course. So it's a little long on her, again, to wear crossbody, and again, it has a handle on it. So there you go, Bree doing a great job modeling the bags. Let's give her a big hand, and let's check the time while she gets settled back in here. Let's see. Have you done an accuracy test on your watches yet? Mine are very accurate. I just had to reset them for the new, because we set the time an hour back. Was it an hour back?
It was
An hour back.
back.
Yeah, an hour back.
Because right now we're supposed to be 5:20 p.m.
Yeah, so we set them an hour back, and mine were still very accurate. And I'll tell you, it is a pain. Bree is starting to look like a female version of Craig. Well, she likes the quality stuff. She sure does. It's as if Craig took a blank base and molded it into his image. And no, she liked quality stuff right from the get-go. Okay, so here's the thing. On the accuracy, it is a pain to reset a watch unless you're just slowing it down. Okay, so let me explain this. If your watch is running fast, all you have to do, let's say it's 20 seconds fast, all you have to do is hack it, unscrew the crown, pull it out. Most of these modern watches have hacking. That'll stop the second hand, stop it for 10, 20 seconds, whatever it is fast, and then push it back in, and you're back in sync again with the time. If the watch is slow, like today, for example, when we had to set it to a different hour, now all of a sudden we've got to resync everything. Now all of a sudden, what I do is I set the watch on a 5-minute increment, a couple minutes ahead of what the actual time is. So I let the second hand get around to the 12 o'clock position, and then I stop it, right? And so I set the watch, like, let's say it's 12:33. I'll set it for 12:35. And then I'll wait for the time to get around to 12:35, and right precisely at 12:35, I'll push it back in and start it, right? And I use the time on the computer to do that, because I've got the seconds counting down on my computer. So if you do it right, you'll get that second hand and the minute hand so they're perfectly in sync. So that when the second hand gets back around to the 12, the minute hand is gone exactly 1 minute, and it's right on that little hash mark. But it is a pain to get that exactly right. And I'm just finicky about, I want it exactly right. I don't want the minute hand to be a little bit ahead or a little bit behind to that hash mark when that second hand is right up at the 12. And today it took me like 3 tries to get the 002 spot on and to get this one spot on. I think it took like 2 tries. Took a couple tries to get Brianna's 2 watches
so
correct.
Where did you look on your phone? Or
no, my computer does the second hand. This one's not doing it. I think there's a setting where you can get it to show the seconds, but
seconds,
it shows the seconds, and so I use that to sync it. But it he sent an email. But it's a pain to reset these watches.
Yeah.
If they're slow, right? Or if like we're doing today, like the hour, they change the hour, they move the hour, right? So we got to reset the whole thing. It's a pain. So this is why people ask why I like an accurate watch. This is why I like an accurate watch. I don't like to go through this any more often than I have to. And so I am thankful that my watches are very accurate and that they run a little fast, so that if I do need to adjust them, all I have to do is pull out and hack it and push it back in, and I'm back in sync. And of course, this one, I don't even have to do that because it's so damn accurate. I won't have to reset this again until spring,
Yeah.
until the next daylight savings time changes over. So
Mine too.
let's catch up on these. Let's see.
Mine's like sideways.
Oh yeah, here's a solution. Pull my crown out and wait exactly 1 hour. That's a way to do it.
You just
That's
have
right.
to set a timer and don't forget about it.
That's right.
Remind
Email
yourself.
sent, really good GS deal. We're going to look at that in a second. She's got it spooled up and it's titanium. Triforce Rich. Craig, Google
The Bethune.
Debuthum watches. They're one of the hottest independents. Let us know your thoughts. Okay, we'll take a look, but you can bring that up and then let's show what Kyle shared also.
The Bethune watch.
And I can tell you right now, I'm not a fan of independent watchmakers, of the smaller brands and all. I want to buy a watch and keep it for decades and know that they're going to be around, know that if I do have a service issue, which I don't anticipate with a high quality watch, but if I do, that they're going to be around and that it's not going to be an ordeal, right? So that's what I look at. What is that signal strength, Bree? What's that signal strength thing right there?
The internet connection.
Because we should be on the Cat 5 cable, so it should be robust. That's interesting. Okay, so what do you think about the GS9 Club event in New York City? So cool for a brand to do this. The grid. We'll talk about the GS9 Club. I'm not a big fan, and I'll give you my reasoning. Some things tell me Craig is gonna hate them more than steel Pateks. Okay. All right, so let's look at this watch, Bree. This is I like that dial. What movement? Go back. What movement is it? Go back one. No. Oh, it's a quartz. Okay, it's a 9F. Okay, that's all I need to see. Okay, so keep going. That is nice. I like it. Wow, it's a complete kit. Where is it, Bree?
Let's see.
Does it say?
Japan.
So it's in Japan. Okay, cool. It's 2017, and it does have the new dial. Very good. And what is the price? Go back up.
50.
No.
1,500.
No.
Yeah, buy it.
That is unbelievable. That is what's the size of it? Get the measurements of it. What size case is it? 37 mil. Huh.
I could wear that.
That is a hell of a deal for for a watch with the new dial and in titanium and so on. That is amazing.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Great find.
I love a deal.
Colonel 24.
I love a deal. Yes, I do. I like a deal. Okay. Well, not bad. Is he commenting on this particular watch?
I think so.
What are they going to hit you for when you import it? See, I didn't have a problem when I imported mine. They didn't hit me for anything. When I imported that one you're wearing?
Yeah.
The 03, what is that? The 038? What's
the
Yeah. The 038 Stunner. I didn't have to pay any duty or anything. Now, I may have gotten lucky. I mean, who knows? But yeah, it just came right on through, just like clockwork. And it was more money than that. So I was pleased. Okay, so let's look at that watch that he suggested we look at.
I don't know about it.
Yeah, I would pass. Let's pull that picture up there. Can we pull that up?
Oh, just that picture. Let's see.
Let's see. Well, we're gonna wait to see what we get here.
Oh yeah, that's the Bethune website.
So okay, so let's take a look. Yeah, no. I generally don't. Yeah, I generally don't buy ugly watches. So yeah, we would pass.
One of those.
We would pass on the ugly watches.
What is that? Is that a planet?
Yeah. We would pass on the ugly watches. I mean, how
The
can you?
solar system.
It's like somebody hit that case with an ugly stick, right? And then somebody doubled down and hit the dial with an ugly stick on the one on the right. I mean, my God,
Oh my
are
god,
you
what the
kidding
heck?
me? Can you imagine somebody wearing that on their wrist?
No,
I
no,
mean,
no, no, no. Not
well,
even
the
for
way some of
sport.
these people dress these days, I can get it.
Oh, I
I
see.
I can I can dig it. I can dig it. That one there, that one's probably the nicest of the ones they've got there.
I don't even
But
think so.
still, I wouldn't have those ugly lugs, that ugly case. What were they thinking? Why would they screw it up? It's sort of like Tudor putting that ugly hour hand on the watch, and in this case, they had to screw up the lugs. No, we'll pass on the ugly watches today. They were trying to catch me. Hey, Bree, they were trying to catch me off guard on a Sunday. They thought that I'd slip and approve an ugly watch.
Like, oh yeah, that's all
Yeah,
right.
they thought I'd say, yeah, that looks good. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Do you think maybe they were having issues? Like,
When they made it, they were maybe on some kind of like
yeah,
controlled substance. Very
poor
possible.
guys.
Very
I like
possible.
the pearls. Is that pearls?
Those are diamonds, I
Diamonds?
think.
Diamonds.
Diamonds around there. Let's just show that one. Yeah, that one, that would look good for you, Bree, if you're dancing or something, or somebody, if somebody's like a fancy person, right? A fancy person.
Yeah,
That might be a good idea.
it's not bad
But
at all.
it's probably rose gold. I would rather have it in
Yeah,
yellow gold.
yeah,
I would have to have it in yellow gold. But yeah, for a fancy person, yeah,
that's not bad.
I can see that. I can see that. Um, let's see.
For Steve's
You could
entire.
sell one of those if it was for Steve's entire GS display. Yeah, I think a lot of these watches that are selling for silly prices, I think a lot of it is money laundering. I have to think that's what's going on, especially with the Richard Mille watches. I think a lot of it is money laundering. But God bless them if they can do it, and also pump and dump schemes. Craig, you look ready to go on safari in the Sahara. Yes, I'm ready for some heavy duty action. This is a very heavy leather, very thick, heavy leather vest, and it's got a nice pocket in here inside, and it is adjustable. You can see on the side, it is adjustable a little bit.
There's
It's a
some
biker's, made in
ties.
USA. It's a motorcycle or vest type of thing. It's made in USA, heavy, heavy black leather.
Motorcycle.
Only have two black leather vests. This one and a Lucchese vest. That it was also made in these United States. It's a Lucchese. It's not as heavy. It's not as
USA.
thick a leather as this. But this does keep me warm in here. It's 65 degrees right now in here, and I feel very warm, very comfy at 65 degrees. Triforce. Oh, a
A
lot
lot
of
of
it
it
is
is
money
money
laundering.
laundering.
Imagine being able to turn 500K into something for the size of your wrist. Yes, I mean, and the NFTs are also being used for money laundering. They're doing that NFT thing is a money laundering scam. People talk about people using Bitcoin for money laundering. They ain't using Bitcoin. They're using things like these watches and
I
NFTs
wouldn't use my Bitcoin
and
for
other
that.
scams for money
Not at
laundering.
all.
Do you think the vest can absorb a blow from a spear or arrow tip? Yes, it's pretty heavy stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy stuff. It can handle a little bit of action. A little bit of action. Kyle's in the house. That titanium 9F is a good deal. I may pick it up and sell my current GS. I would rather have titanium and white dial. I think it is. I think it's a stunner. I am shocked at that price. I mean, you talk about a grab and go lifetime watch, something robust, and it's got the newer dial, and it's a perfect size. Shoot, I'm tempted to buy it, and I have no use for it whatsoever. Um, can you ask Bree to define money laundering without helping her?
Uh,
Okay, what's money laundering?
basically like trading in a way, but no, 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 not paying the exact thing. You're actually like trading things.
Well,
Kinda.
not kind
Kinda.
of, not really. Not really. By the way, look how white her teeth are compared to mine. She had the teeth whitening done, and now
They are white.
she smiles like all the time. And look at my teeth. Talk about a contrast.
They weren't like that before.
Talk about a contrast. Okay, Bree, money laundering, the whole point of money laundering is to
It
take
sounds
money.
like dirty laundry.
Yeah, it is. What is? It's to take money that the government deems is questionable. Uh,
So
and
it can be illegal?
yeah, money from drugs, whatever, or just money they don't want you to have or whatever. Any kind of money that the government sees as questionable. And you want to turn it into money that is deemed to be acceptable. Okay, I'll put it that way. That's the whole thing. So you're taking illicit money, and in the eyes of the government, it's considered illicit, right? You're
Yeah.
taking this money and you're cleaning it and turning it into money in your bank account or whatever that is deemed to be legit. Okay. So with these watches, what somebody might be able to do, for example, is let's say they wanted to take money out of China. Let's say China has capital controls and says you can't take more than $500 out if you're flying to London or whatever. You can only take $500, whatever their laws are, right? But you want to move more money to London than that, right? And so you might buy a Rolex Submariner in China, and then you might fly to London and then sell that Submariner. And that's sort of like money laundering, but it's more like money transporting, if you ask me. But it's getting around the regulations, right? In a creative way.
So you're
And
selling that sub.
if yeah, and you'd sell it in London and get, let's say you get $10,000 for it or whatever, then in effect you've just moved $10,000 out of China because you took the China money, the yuan or whatever, and you bought the watch, and then you flew over there and you sold it for USD. So you basically converted that money into USD out of the country.
Yeah.
Now, another example would be if you, that's getting around controls, monetary controls. The other thing you might do is, let's say that you're selling your buddy $50,000 worth of drugs, or let's make it $500,000 worth of drugs. You're selling your buddy $500,000 worth of drugs. You can't just give him $500,000 worth of cocaine and he gives you $500,000 for your bank account. People are going to want to know, where did that money come from?
Yeah.
What's the source of that money, right? Okay, so if you mint an NFT, a super rare NFT, right? And this guy buys that NFT from you for $500,000. He can give you a check made out for $500,000 to you and say he bought this NFT.
But in reality,
And
he got
in
the
reality, you're giving him $500,000 worth of drugs. But
Yeah.
the NFT is just a cover. So that would be an example of money laundering, right? And I'm sure that's going on in the NFT space.
Yeah.
So can you ask? Oh, okay, I already went through that. Does Bree have her degree yet? You have a 2-year degree.
I have an associate's degree.
Yes.
And I'm working on the bachelor's.
Yes. The watches aren't just to clean cash. You can carry a briefcase of those Richard Millie's on the run and have millions. It's hard to carry large amounts of cash, but watches aren't as hard. Yeah, but here's the thing, though, with watches is, maybe they're pretty liquid right now, and as long as people keep using them for this purpose as stores of value, they could be liquid for a while. But what happens if they decide that they're going to start doing something else? What happens if they start deciding they're going to use NFTs for this purpose, or they're going to use Bitcoin for this purpose, right? The watches could go out of favor, and then all of a sudden you have a bunch of watches that are worth a fraction of what they normally would be worth, because right now they're only worth these premiums because people are seeing them as a store of value, right? If people wake up and realize that Bitcoin is really a better store of value than the watches, and even easier to transport, right? You can transport Bitcoin in your head. You can memorize your seed phrase right in your head and literally transport it right that way. So nothing could be easier to transport than that, right?
Ooh,
And so,
I have
um,
Bitcoin
yeah,
here. I have Bitcoin on my jeans and here.
there you go. Nothing comes between Bree and her Bitcoin. Okay, you can even wear a watch each trip to transport it as the money. There you go. Um, can Bree define the blockchain? The blockchain.
It's just where you can literally transact things. I mean, it's just a system where you can no cryptocurrency system where you can do transactions with one another.
And what does the
Basically,
what
how
does
it
the
is.
blockchain do?
It builds blocks, or they gotta
Okay.
mine the blocks.
And what's in each one of those blocks?
What is each and one of those
What's in
blocks?
the blocks? Yeah.
Um, Part of a Bitcoin.
Well, no, it's actually a record of the
A record
transactions.
of the transactions. Yeah.
So what they're doing is they're keeping track of who sent Bitcoin to who. It's a ledger, basically. And so, and because it's a
So it's like a database.
decentralized ledger, yeah, it's sort of like a database, but because it's decentralized, it's all over the place, and all these nodes agree on the status of the Bitcoin. Okay. So they will all agree that you have control of your Bitcoin, or I have control of my Bitcoin, or whatever, right? And that determines who has the rights to use that Bitcoin. See, I have the rights to my Bitcoin. I have the I have the right to send it to somebody else. And then once I've sent it to somebody else, the blockchain is going to keep a record of that. And then from that point forward, that person that I sent it to has control of it until he sends it to somebody else. So all it's doing, all Bitcoin is doing, all the tremendous amount of computing power and the code and all of this, all these people, all the minds, all the people that have been behind it, all the evolution of it, all this, the only goal of the whole thing is to be able to keep track of who has the rights to what Bitcoin. That's it.
Who
And
possesses it?
to have it be,
Who's in?
well, no, they don't possess it. It's on the blockchain. The Bitcoin's on the
Who can
blockchain. It's
access
just
it?
who
Not
has control of
possess.
it, who can take it and give the control rights to somebody else. The Bitcoin doesn't move. It's just
And it's
sitting
not
there.
like our
It's
own
in
priority,
La La
or not
Land.
property, not
It's
priority,
it's up in
property.
space. It's wherever it is, right?
We can access
We
to
it
that
just
Bitcoin.
all the ledgers, all the blockchain is doing is saying who has the rights to then send it to somebody else. Okay. And the neat thing about Bitcoin is nobody can monkey with it because it's so powerful. Nobody can monkey with it. Nobody can go in and change things around like the government can do with fiat currency, right? They can just change things around willy-nilly and change the rules and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Can't do that. Now, as far as blockchain technology, the only successful use case for blockchain technology as a currency is Bitcoin. And there really is no other legitimate use case for blockchain technology other than Bitcoin. All these altcoins and all these quote projects that talk about other use cases for Bitcoin, none of them have proven out, and none of them make any sense because, first of all,
Yeah.
blockchain is very inefficient, right? And so nobody would want to create a blockchain to do things like keep track of real estate or keep track of shipping information. I mean, all these use cases are totally ridiculous, right? Because a blockchain is extremely expensive to secure. If it's a decentralized blockchain, right? It's extremely expensive to spool that up and to secure that. And so there's no reason to do that. So really, nobody should even use the term blockchain, believe it or not. They should just say Bitcoin. Bitcoin. And blockchain is just one element of Bitcoin
Right.
and part of it, right? But there's the difficulty adjustment. There's a lot of other things that make it work, right? But blockchain,
So,
there's really no reason to use the term blockchain. People should just say Bitcoin.
so did Satoshi invent that too,
Yes,
or
he put all the parts together. Some of these pieces were available and were talked about for years, but he put everything together. And one of the key elements that he came up with was the difficulty adjustment. which solved the problem of computers getting more powerful over time, and all of a sudden somebody being able to game the system because they got a more powerful computer.
Yeah.
So the difficulty adjustment addressed that. There were several major issues that he was able to address when he put everything together. He was the first one to solve the double spend problem and solve some of these issues that that really smart people had worked on for many years
Yeah.
trying to solve, and he was the one that came through with it. And it really only applies to Bitcoin. It again, it has no other use case other than Bitcoin, the technologies that he put together, and all these people that want to apply these technologies to other things are whistling Dixie. It's pretty ridiculous. Let's see. The grid is in the house, right? You own the control to scribe X amount of Bitcoin on the master ledger. There you go. Kyle's in the house. I bought it. LOL. I'll make a video unboxing it for my channel. Probably going to
He
sell
just bought it?
my Black Dial 9F. Yes, he just bought it. I think he made a good move. I think it's going to be a stunner.
Oh my God.
Let us know when you get it. Let us know when you get it. The poor 007. I think the 007 in rotation with that watch would be a cool 1-2 punch. Be a cool 1-2 punch. Now I'm guessing, Kyle, though, that the one that you just bought does not have a screw down crown, correct? Which again would not be a deal killer for me because I don't swim with my watches, so it wouldn't be a deal killer for me.
Yeah.
But for some people would be concerned about that. Okay. Do you think Kyle should sell his sub? Yes. Yes. He's got Grand Seikos. Why would he need a Rolex, for God's sakes? A Grand Seiko is a step up. Yes. Yes. That is
Step
not a
up.
hesitation. I would definitely sell the Rolex. Always sell at the top of the market. And Boozer says solid AF watch. Okay. Pull that watch up one more time, Bree, that he bought.
I also want to share some pictures.
Okay. Okay, so which picture? Well, let's do that first. Which picture?
Maybe that one.
Okay, this one that we took the other day.
It was literally the same outfit that I have right now
There's Bree
with the purse.
with some Lucchese boots, and you say those are your most comfortable Lucchese
Yes.
boots.
Yes.
Lucchese boots.
They're
and
goat, right? Or pig.
The top is goat,
Top is coat. Yeah. Top is coat.
I think,
And then on the bottom is the ostrich quill.
Yeah, full quill ostrich.
Yeah. There's my signet ring.
The
I wear all
Bitcoin
the-
signet ring.
I wear it all the time.
I like that picture. I like the backlighting on your hair. Well, I guess I do like it. I took it.
Yes, you took it.
Oh,
You
geez.
take all of these.
Oh boy. Triforce Rich in the house. Bree, if a guy asked you out and he was wearing a Rolex, would you be turned off? Would you want him to wear a GS?
No, I wouldn't be turned off.
What would turn you off would be if he didn't have Bitcoin, right?
Yes, that yes.
That would be a turnoff. Still thinking about the 007. Yeah, there you go.
So we were gonna look at
Ding
some, you know-
ding. Craig just made another uncommissioned GS sale. Oh boy, that's right. That's right. That's poor little old me. All these watches being bought and I get no commissions. Oh well. He got a good watch. That's what matters. I think it's going to be a stunner. I think that was a freaking steal. With the new dial and everything. I mean, I see them at that price, similar watches with the old dial, but not with the new dial. Good move. In titanium? Are you kidding me? Whoa.
So what are we supposed to look at?
Let's look at the picture again of the watch he bought.
Titanium. The titanium one.
Yeah, the titanium stunner.
Cool.
Whoa, look at this. How cool is
He
that?
actually wanted your approval and then he bought it.
Yeah, so go ahead and go through here. Man, I love that dial. Go back to the close up of the dial again. Yeah, look at the pattern on that dial.
Yeah.
And I like the black GS and the Grand Seiko, the way it pops and the way it goes with the date. I like it. Some people would bitch and moan that it doesn't have lume, but even in low light, these watches are pretty easy to read because they reflect so well. Oh, go back to the back case. I want to see what it says about the water resistance. Water resistant. Oh, 10 bars. Wow. Huh. Well, so even if it doesn't have a screw down crown, it's probably got pretty robust seals to be 10 bar water resistant. And I love the case shape and the shape of those lugs and the fact that it has the 5-link bracelet. That's Chrono 24. They put Chrono 24 branding on the photos. I like everything about it.
Yeah. Good move.
Now, if you refresh, does it now say that it's sold?
Refresh. Let's see here. Oh. It's weird. It's not even. Oh, there it is. No, doesn't say.
It's not saying it's sold. Huh.
Because that's the only one, right?
I don't know. I don't know if they've got more than one or what's going on here. Oh, well. I like it, though. Let's see.
It's basically like yours, but in titanium.
Bree wanted that watch. I could tell, Craig, you delayed your way out of this. Did you want it?
No.
No. She's happy with gold. Bree likes 18 karat gold. Yeah, I love the whole face. Don't need lume with those sword hands. I wanted something with a white dial and titanium. I also really like this case shape and size. It's the same as my current GS. Yeah, it is nice. Oh yes, I wanted the 5-link also. Cool. So Kyle, how come it doesn't say that it's sold? What's going on here?
So is it going to be shipped to him? Is that?
Yeah, from Japan, I think. I think it's in Japan. I
Japan.
think it's in Japan.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he's got to wait like a few weeks.
Yeah, I got mine pretty quick though. I got mine pretty quick from Japan. I was really surprised. So depending on shipping delays and all those kinds of things, you may get it pretty quick. All right. Well, Bree, we're going to wrap it up. What else did we not talk about on the subject matter with the
purse?
Yeah, is there something that we didn't talk about? Links are in the chat, in the description.
I mean, we didn't convert it into a shoulder strap.
Yeah, but we don't need to show them that. Yeah, we don't need to show them that. It's not, I mean, it is what it is. I don't think people would convert it back and forth often. I think people would
a pain.
Set it as, well, go ahead and pick it up here. We'll show them what we mean. So the strap on the side here, you unhook it and then you feed it behind this leather piece here.
Mm-hmm.
You feed it behind here. Okay. And it goes down along the side and then it goes underneath this slot, And then you hook the two together. In other words, you hook this with the other one has the exact same thing on the other end. Those you hook together underneath the purse, right? And so that in effect shortens the strap. And it looks really cool when it's done. But again, it's not something that you would do often. I mean, it doesn't take you that long to do it, but I mean, I just don't think I don't think you would convert it from a crossbody strap to a shoulder strap often. I think you would kind of pick which you like better and kind of set it that way, set it and forget it. And since she has the handle, I think using this as a crossbody makes sense. If you didn't have the handle for convenience sake, I can see somebody setting it up as a shoulder strap with the shorter strap
Oh,
because you can quickly and easily take it on and off your shoulder.
yeah, yeah,
Whereas if
yeah.
you're putting it over your head as a crossbody, that's a little bit more of a hassle.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you didn't
Mm-hmm.
have this handle, I can see somebody setting it up as a
Yeah.
shoulder
What I
strap.
usually do is carry it, and then in the car, I'll just, or before I go into the car, I'll just put it on across.
Yeah. Or if you're, I've noticed if you're carrying it for a while,
Yeah.
or if you're like we were at the game the other day and you were standing with it and all that, you had it crossbody, right? Because you don't want to have in your hand the whole
No,
time.
no, no,
So it
no.
depends on how long you're wearing it and what you're
Yeah.
doing. But I think the way you have it set now is a very good combination. And again, I have to emphasize this this handle is normally not on this bag. He put this on special for Brianna. He's a big fan of Brianna's, and he put this on special for Brianna.
Yeah, it was really
Now,
nice.
if you ask the folks at the leather shop, they'll probably do the same for you if you ask them nice.
Ask him nice.
I don't know if they'll charge you extra or not. I can't comment on that, but and these are never found at discount. I can tell you that right now. They're very
Smells
hard to
good.
find, and they're priced, I think, very reasonably for what you get.
It says made in USA on the
Yeah,
back.
yeah. So
Really nice.
let's see. Oh yes, what are these people grilling you? Craig, ask Bree to name 3 countries that are near Japan.
Oh, they think I'm like stupid. Well, I actually don't know that, so I guess I am stupid.
What about China?
um, what about it?
Is it near Japan?
Yes, it's in Asia.
Well, see, here's the thing, guys. This is a pro tip for you guys. Beautiful girls are not supposed to be smart, and they're supposed to pretend like they're not smart, even if they're smart. Bree is
I know.
very smart, but she pretends like she isn't. She acts real unaware all the time and stuff. And that's what girls are supposed to do. If girls act too smart, then usually guys
Well, like,
are turned off.
yeah.
Yeah, and she knows. She's figured that out. She's not a dummy. So
I
she
gotta
can,
be cute and like
yeah,
innocent.
she can play the part. Yeah. Craig, are Ridge wallets lame? Try to bring those up. See what we got here. Let's do a time check real quick. There we go. On a time check. The email Chrono 24 sent me says that I'm waiting for the seller to respond, then I pay. Total with shipping is $15.75 or something. Oh, okay, interesting. Ridge wallets are promoting cashless society. They look cool though.
So yeah, I don't know what is this for.
Click on one.
Like,
so
just to have
okay.
your credit cards and
Yeah. See, I wouldn't want to be carrying something. Let's show that. I wouldn't want to be carrying something metallic or hard like that in my pockets, right? Because that would kind of tear up your pockets. So I like my leather wallet that I carry that has my credit cards in it and my driver's license and stuff like that. And then I carry the cash, of course, in my pocket with the money clip. And neither of those are going to do any harm to my pockets. But something like that, I think, would not be friendly to your pockets, I think, over time. And my Bill's khakis pockets are robust, but I don't want to abuse them. Let's see. The grid's out here. I'm so happy you guys introduced me to the leather shop. I live in Seattle now.
how I did not know
How did I
about
not
them.
know about them? Hey, see if you can check them out. And if you can visit the place, and I don't know if they allow tours or whatever, I'd love to hear some feedback if you're able to check them out. Most days I only ever use a credit card. There you go. Hillary Clinton and Ruth Bader Ginsburg are examples of smart, unattractive women. Yeah, that's right. Um,
But they're pretty smart.
I'm turned
Turn on
on
by
by
smart.
smart women, but maybe I'm an old odd duck. I want a woman who can
Clone
clone
Craig.
Craig and
Save
save
his
his mind
lives.
so that we can have shows for eternity. Well, see, here's the thing. Bree, when I watch her work, especially on the social media stuff, she is just like lightning fast. The stuff that she can do on her phone and even on the computer.
No. I can be smart in like one thing, but I can't be smart in all of things. You know what I mean?
Well, but I'm just saying when I observe her doing things, when I observe her editing in Final Cut Pro and doing the stuff she does in Logic, there's a lot of stuff I have no clue what she's doing. She's doing so fast. This is why we upgraded the computer. We have
We
a
need a
new
faster
computer
version.
coming on Tuesday. Literally, it was north of $5,000, a new laptop, Mac laptop. That's just the computer. That's not counting the new monitors that are sitting behind us, two 32-inch monitors. We're setting up a whole new system for the main workstation. And then the existing workstation is going in the guest suite. And so the reason that I'm upgrading that whole workstation to an extremely robust system is she's pushing the current computer beyond its limits. She's just doing stuff too fast and it can't handle it. And
I'm just
so
clicking a lot of stuff.
she just wants it to
Process a lot of stuff. Export a lot of
she
stuff.
wants it to be fast. She wants to be multitasking and
Yeah.
be exporting photos over here and be rendering over here in Final Cut and be doing some stuff in Logic and she's just pushing the system. And so
Well, we have Final Cut Pro,
we,
we have Logic Pro, we have Collage
yeah, you have a lot of
Pro.
stuff you're using and a lot of times simultaneously.
Yeah.
And so we're upgrading to it's a maxed out computer. There's nothing I could get on the computer that we didn't get. And so we're going to find out. We're going to hook it up Tuesday and we're going to find out if it is as powerful as it's supposed to be. Supposedly it's all that. So
We've
we're going to
watched a
find
lot
out.
of videos.
We're going
on
to find out.
YouTube.
And yes, Triforce
keep
Switch,
saying
we
it's
will
good.
do an unboxing video. We will do a video explaining the new system, and we will do a video giving our opinion as to whether or not it solved these problems.
Do you
Whether or
think
not,
we can show it live, or it's too much?
no, we're not going to show it live. No, we're going to do we'll do an unboxing video, and
And
then
talk
we'll
about
do a
it.
video. We'll do some screenshots of us doing some things and commenting on, yeah, this is a lot faster than it was, stuff like that.
What if it's not faster?
We'll say it. We'll say that we've been had, right?
Scammed.
We've been scammed again, but I'm hoping it's significantly faster because that's what we need. We need a significant upgrade because you're pushing the current system to the max.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to wrap this up. Thank you guys for watching, and we will be back with a full report maybe as soon as Tuesday, if not probably Wednesday. But we'll have a full report that the system is coming on Tuesday. I don't know what time it's coming, and I don't know how long it's going to take us to set it up. So it might not be until Wednesday that we get something up, but we will. The first video we're going to edit on it is going to be the unboxing video of it. We're going to edit that video on the unit and we'll see how that works. So, all right, everybody. Thanks for watching. It's dinner time.
No, I'm not gonna destroy my purse for some Apple stickers. No way. I like it simple.
All right. Carry on, everybody.